So here we have the VZ-X and its camera. So first thing you do is power it on. And then the next thing that's important to check is that this little switch here is set to Wi-Fi mode. That's how we're going to use this. That way it can be used wirelessly. So you're going to get into your iPad, and what you're going to have to do is I think every time you'll have to go to settings, go to Wi-Fi, and on here will come up VZ-X, something or other, a couple numbers, and you're going to connect to that, because every time that you turn this camera off, it will disconnect from that. So once you've done that, you're going to open up the visualizer app here. And when you open it, it's going to be on the camera that's on the back of the iPad. And you can tell right there in the top left corner of the screen, that's kind of what the top camera of an iPad looks like. You click that button, and this is a LAN connection. I don't know what that stands for, but there you're going to see the VZ-X, and click it. And now our image on the iPad is coming through the camera. So when I tip this up, you can kind of see up there, this little button in the bottom corner will tell it to try to focus itself a little bit. And so now we can see we have this, but the image is flipped 90 degrees. So underneath here, the next button that you're going to want to push is this kind of rotate button. And you can decide kind of how far you need to tilt this thing. If the camera is like this and it's pointed straight up and down, if you want to show the camera here, if the camera is like this and it's vertical, like that, you're gonna have to flip it 180. I'm not sure why that setting isn't just automatically 0, but anyway, flipping it to 180, and now we have this the way that it's supposed to be. And that's basically as simple as that. If you're working on something that is stationary, like say you set this guy up here because you're using the little letter board there. How's that? Let's see if I got that set up right. Okay, so let's just say that was the part that we were looking on. You can also freeze this image so that if that gets bumped or anything up there, then this image is frozen. However, the one downside is you can't zoom when it's frozen. So I'm not sure what's up with that. You can actually rotate the screen just with your fingers, and that's important to note because if Luna's zooming in, for example, she might actually mess it up like that. So it's just good to know that that can be changed like that. And yeah, so this is a good way for her to be able to see, what's going on. Let's say you're working on S that day. She can purposely zoom in on the S, kind of see what's going on there. You can see the resolution kind of starts to get a little bit worse at that point. Try to focus it as best we can, but about as good as it's going to get from that far away. So I would say you probably want the camera to be within about 5 feet of whatever you're working on, and I'll show you how much better that'll look if I set this up even closer. So if I set this up here now, now when we zoom in on the S stuff here, it's going to be a lot clearer. We can actually zoom right in on that like that. And I think Luna will be able to see that. That's 1.5 inches big when we zoom way in. So there you have it.
Okay.
Okay. Is that